Lawyers for the man charged with murdering the rapper Tupac Shakur filing a motion this week. 8 News Now investigator Kyle Payne joins us live in studio with more. Kyle, why now?
Brian, the murder trial for Dwayne Davis, best known as Keefe D, is coming right up this summer, and his new lawyer wants to get some of the evidence the state plans to use against him tossed as soon as he can.
They have a right to their point of view. We have a right to ours, and nobody has a monopoly on the truth, or in this case, the facts.
And some of those facts, Davis's attorney, Robert Draskevich, wants to clarify, as he did in this 24-page motion to suppress evidence that Metro Police seized in a nighttime search of Davis's home. Davis's lawyer writing the police didn't have good reason to break down Davis's door in the middle of the night, so to speak, and that this affidavit Metro showed a judge in order to get that warrant shouldn't have been enough for her to allow the nighttime search. The motion to suppress says the court was misled and that there was bad faith, meaning the judge should toss any evidence the police recovered that night. The 8 News Now investigator spoke with Draskevich earlier this year.
We keep our eye on the ball. What we do is we lay out all the tasks that need to occur before the trial date, investigation that needs to occur, interviews that need to take place, subpoenas that need to be issued. We are just beginning that now.
And now, this motion to suppress, accompanied by 186 pages of supporting documents, including a list of items the cops took from Davis's home after the search, like a USB drive, an iPhone, iPads, laptops, and other tablets. The second page showing the police also grabbed a copy of Vibe magazine on the murder victim, the rapper Tupac Shakur, a copy of the book Compton Street Legends, in which Davis is alleged to have confessed to the murder. District Attorney Steve Wolfson, back when Davis was arrested over 2 years ago, standing behind the evidence Davis is now challenging.
This is an important case. We wanted to make sure we get it right. We wanted to make sure we had legally admissible evidence. We wanted to make sure that we felt comfortable that we had sufficient legal evidence. You know, if you're going to charge a person with murder, he has a right to believe that the system would only bring charges if there was sufficient legal evidence.
Davis's attorney is no stranger to high-profile cases. Robert Draskevich just defended a former porn star who was convicted of beheading her ex-husband, and he represented disgraced politician Robert Tellis in his murder case a year ago, August. Brian.
Dwayne Davis and the lawyers on both sides will appear in court January 6 to argue the latest motion. Davis is serving a sentence at High Desert State Prison for a fight he started when he was in Clark County Detention Center awaiting his murder trial.